Нарубав він паничок та для моїх листочок. А як став він лічити, а як став він лічити, а як став він лічити.
Політику, спекуляцію, переход границі, за те, що він не видав, всіх студентів не видавав.
This is Raisa Fedoseyevna Chibinenko. She marches daily in front of the Parliament building, wearing a banner and a coat to which she has pinned the many unanswered letters and petitions that she has written to official authorities to try and get help for her two sons, Volodymyr and Misha Chibinenko, who are in jail. When I questioned some of the members of parliament about her case and if something can be done to help her, most of them just shrugged their shoulders, walked away, saying, "What can I do?" She tells me, "This one judge always receives on Wednesdays and he is always sick. He should have retired a long time ago, but they all just keep on sitting, just like they sat under the communist regime. There is no change." This is Maria. She's an invalid and cannot walk. She had a childhood disease called polymyelitis, which softened her bones and stunted the growth of her legs. At the time of her disease, there was advanced technology that could have helped her, but because she had no ties with the Communist Party, it was not made available to her. Maria has no special services or devices to help her cope with her condition. She now uses a child's toy and a paddle to get around. Nadia told me that she recently saw on television a program on how American disabled people live and all the conveniences that they have. She said with awe, "They have mechanical wheelchairs and computerized braces so that they can walk." I asked her about the possibility of getting a wheelchair for her, but she only laughed and said, "Who cares enough to do something like that?" One would think that a woman in her circumstances would have been bitter, resentful, and angry, but Maria is one of the happiest and positive people I have met there. She is constantly smiling and joking with her friends, and when I expressed outrage at her living conditions and at how hard it must be for her to cope with her disability, she just answered that she's used to it. People can get used to anything.
Медицина в нас в Києві, але ж Сахаров не передав, і жінка його теж сказала.
This is Nadia. She's a victim of the medical mafia of the former communist regime. What started out as a simple intestine operation ended up as 6 operations, and 5 years later the problem still exists. During her 3rd operation, they left instruments inside her, which were discovered because she had 3 holes in her stomach that were leaking. Here she tells how during one of her operations, while she was on the operating table, a KGB agent burst into the room, grabbed her by her hair, pulled her head back, and yelled in her face, "Why are you protesting and complaining to the authorities?" Nadia says, "I am cut in half and this man is interrogating me. Is this normal the way they conduct medicine in the Soviet Union?" For the past 6 years, she has written many letters and got signatures for countless petitions, but no one seems to care. Nadia says, "My stomach is stitched, this burst, my intestines stick out, they tore open my lung. I have to have another operation. I will pay any price, just if they would only fix me. I am constantly bandaged with rubberized bandages. I just want help."
То про зиму, то чоботів, то капчиків, і дівчинці треба. А як вже я тепер запостаріла, я купила, то стоїть, а я не одно ходити. Ти мені не мили нічого, ти мені не треба такі гроші. Вам молодим треба, а мені не треба.
This is Maria. She says, I am so sad, and I am all alone. If I had a neighbor or a friend like you who would just come over once in a while and ask me, "What are you up to, Baba?" But I have no one now. Neighbors don't even visit me anymore.
Все б ми до мене хоч запитали, бабко, що робите?
Up to 6 months of age, Maria's mother didn't feed her in the hope that she would die. The family was very poor and already had a son to feed and care for, who could at least be useful for work. But Maria was just another mouth to feed. She was forced at a very early age to work hard in the field on the collective farm. Food she has enough of, but she can't eat much because of her failing health, which has been affected by the Chernobyl disaster. The town she lives in is a Chernobyl town. She has lung and breathing problems and has severe arthritis in her hands. It's so debilitating that sometimes she cannot even comb her own hair. In spite of all the horrors that she endured throughout her life, Maria is not bitter or resentful. She just wants to tell her story.
До подушки, трошки голову переклоню. Та й переклонила, стала досить. Вже рано відкусила, кажу, вставати ще трошки долежу, бо не гарно. Не сплю, не сплю.
Я став відлічити, ну я стала кричати. А хто тебе так навчив, а хто тебе так навчив? А хто тебе так навчив?